Hello students, myself Dr. Muhammad Ahmed. I welcome you all to the second lecture of Mathematics 2. Students, in lecture 1, that is the previous lecture, we have started unit 1. Before that we have seen the introduction of Mathematics 2 and the detailed syllabus also we have discussed, that all the 5 units we have discussed in the previous lecture. What are the topics are there in all the 5 units we have discussed. So unit 1 was matrices and unit 2 is differential equations of first order, then unit 3 is differential equations of higher order, then unit 4 is special functions, unit 5 is Laplace transforms. So these are the 5 units of mathematics 2, right? And we have started unit 1 which was matrices, right? In matrices, first we have seen the definition of a matrix, then we have seen order of a matrix, then various types of matrices we have discussed, right? In today's class we are going to discuss what is the meaning of rank of a matrix, right? As I told you in the last class, rank can be defined in two different ways. Rank of a matrix by using minors, another one is rank of a matrix by using echelon form. So first we will start with rank of a matrix by using minors. Before that we need to understand what is the meaning of minor of a matrix, right? So we'll start today's topic. So first we'll discuss what is the meaning of minor of a element or minor of a matrix, right? Before that a small topic is there called elementary row transformation, that we'll discuss. Then we'll go for minor. So now we are going to see elementary row transformations, right? So suppose I am given a matrix A which is something like this. A is given which are having a few rows like row 1, row 2 and so on, row m, right? Column 1, column 2 and so on, column n. So what will be the order of this matrix? M by n, because m rows are there and n columns are there. A is a matrix of order m by n in which m rows are there and n columns are there. We are going to see elementary row operations. We can also define elementary column operations. I am not going to define here because throughout this unit we will be using only elementary row transformations. So what are the elementary row transformations we can perform on the matrix A? So first one is we can interchange any two rows. So we can interchange R1 with R2, means row 1 can be written in the place of row 2 and row 2 can be written in the place of row 1, right? This is the first elementary transformation, that is row I can be replaced with any row j where I is not equal to j. So any row R1 can be replaced with R2 and R2 can be replaced with interchanged with R1. Like that we can do. This is called as interchanging any two rows. This is the first elementary transformation. The second one is we can multiply any row with a non-zero scalar, right? Suppose I am having row I. This row I can be multiplied with some constant, non-zero constant k into Ri, where this k is not equal to 0, non-zero constant, right? We should not multiply any matrix, any row with a 0 constant, 0. We should multiply with a non-zero constant, right? So this is called as scalar multiple. This is called as multiplication of a row by a non-zero constant. So all these things we are going to use later, right? Then the third one is any row Ri, sorry, here it should be in second elementary row transformation, It is correct only. This is Ri only, right? Now Ri can be replaced, can be added into. So what I am doing here, see, suppose I is 1 and j is 2, then I am multiplying the second row, that is R2, second row I am multiplying with constant k, non-zero constant k, and adding in row 1. Suppose I is 1, suppose we consider here I is 1 and j is 2, for example, I is 1, j is 2, then R1 can be replaced with R1 plus some constant can be taken as k equals to some 3, then 3 into R2, we can do this also, right? So these are the three different elementary row transformations. The same thing can be defined for elementary column operations also, right? So what we have done, we can interchange any two rows, that is the first elementary transformation, and we can multiply any row with a non-zero constant, the second elementary row transformation, and we can add in any row by multiplying with a non-zero constant with some other row. Here also k is not equal to 0. For example, you consider one matrix like some 1 2 3 3 1 2. Suppose for example this is the matrix, this is row 1, this is row 2. Then what we can do, first elementary row operation is we can interchange these two rows, then the matrix interchanging will give, interchanging the rows, what we will get, 3 1 2, second row will become first and first row will become second, right? This is the first elementary operation. Then the next one is, the second elementary operation is we can multiply any row with a non-zero constant. Suppose I want to multiply R2 with some 3R2. R2 is I am replacing with 3R2. Then what will happen? First row I am not doing anything. First row will be as it is 1 2 3. Second row I am multiplying with 3. Then what will happen? 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, right? We can do like this. This is the second elementary operation, right? Then the next one is we can multiply R2. So what I am going to do is R1 I am replacing with R1 plus some 2 into R2, right? Then what will happen? See, second row I am not doing anything, 3 1 2 will be as it is. First row what I am doing, first row R1 plus 2 into R2, I am multiplying second row with 2, multiply second row R2 with 2, then add this in first row. So what will happen? 3 2s are 6 plus 1 7, then 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7, right? This is the third elementary operation we can perform. So these elementary operations we will be using in solving problems, right? So these are the elementary row operations. Now we are going to see minor of an element. Next definition is minor of an element. All these definitions will be used for solving problems. So second definition is minor of an element. So by taking an example, I am going to explain this. Suppose I am having a matrix which is given by, let A is given by, matrices are represented by capital letters, capital alphabets. A is given by 1 0 and -2, 3 -1 and 2, 4 5 and 6. So this is the given matrix. Matrix A is given. Then we can define minors of various orders. So this matrix is, how many rows are there? 3 rows and 3 columns are there. This matrix is a 3 by 3 matrix. Then the third order minor for this matrix. See, we can define minors up to third order only, because the matrix order is 3 by 3. We can define minors up to third order only. So third order minor for this matrix is the determinant itself. Actually the third order minor is determinant itself. Second order minors will be, we can consider any, suppose I want to find the minor of -1. Minor of -1 is what it is? Actually it is the determinant of -1 is here. You remove the corresponding row and column where -1 lie. See, -1 lie in the second row and second column. You remove this second row and second column. Whatever the entries are remaining, that entries you note down in the determinant. So when we remove this second row and second column, what will remain? 1 minus 2, 4 and 6. So here 1, minus 2, 4, 6. Now how to find this determinant? AD minus BC. So 6 minus of 4 into minus 2. 4 into minus 2 is minus 8 and this minus will become plus 8. This will be 14. The same way minor of, you consider any other element, you consider 6 for example, minor of 6 is, see 6 lies in the third row and third column. Third row and third column. You remove this third row and third column. Whatever the entries are remaining, that entries you consider in the determinant. That is 1, 0, 3, minus 1. You find the determinant. What will happen? Minus 1, minus 0. It will be minus 1 only. So this is the minor of 6. See, all these are the minors of second order. We can find one more. We can find the minors of all the entries. Actually, I'm considering few examples. We can find the minor of 3. Minor of 3 is, it is the determinant of, see 3 lies in the second row and first column. Second row and first column. You remove this row and this column. So what will remain? 0, minus 2, 5, 6. You write that in a determinant. 0, minus 2, 5 and 6. Now you find the determinant. 0 minus of 5 into minus 2 is minus 10. So it will become plus 10. So the answer will be, minor will be 10. Right? Minor of 3 is 10. See, all these are the second order minors of matrix A. Right? All these are second order minors of matrix A. Now, what will be the third order minor for this matrix? So, second order we are saying because it is having 2 rows and 2 columns. The same way, what will be the third order minor for this matrix A? The determinant of the 3 by 3 matrix. Determinant of 3 by 3 matrix means determinant of A only, right? Third order minor for third order minor of A will be given by is the determinant of A, which is the determinant of 1, 0, minus 2, 3, minus 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. If we simplify this determinant, how to find the determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix? Already you have studied in intermediate. 1 into the minor of this minus 1, 2, 5, 6. Then 0 into, you remove this row and this column. Then 3, 2, 4, 6. Then minus 2 into, you remove this column and this row. Then 3, minus 1, 4, 5. Right? AD minus BC you have to perform. Already you know this. We don't need to discuss this. Determinant, finding determinant is already clear to you. So this is the third order minor. So why I am discussing this, you will come to understand when we are going to define what is the meaning of rank of a matrix by using minors. So third order minor of any 3 by 3 matrix is the determinant itself. You have to remember this. The third order minor for any given 3 by 3 matrix will be the determinant itself. And the second order minors are, we have to select the entries in a proper order. Like if I want to select, I can select so one minor will be, if I select these entries, this is a 1 2 by 2 minor, I can select these entries. This is 1 2 by 2 minor, I can select these entries. This is 1 2 by 2 minor, I can even select these entries. This is 2 by 2 minor, or else I can select like this 1, minus 2, 4, 6, or else I can select 1, 0, 4, 5, or else I can select 0, minus 2, 5, 6, or else I can select minus 1, 2, 5, 6. So the number of possible options will be there for forming my 2 by 2 minors. 3 by 3 minor will be only one, that is third order minor of the matrix A will be the determinant itself, right? But 2 by 2 minors will be, many 2 by 2 minors can be found from this. But the condition is we have to select the elements in a proper order, like I have selected here, right? So these are the third order minors and second order minors for any given matrix A. You have to remember this. Third order minor is nothing but the determinant itself. Second order minors are, these are the second order minors I have selected. You can select for 0, you can select the minor, for 5 you can select the minor, 3 you can select the minor. What we have to do, we have to remove that corresponding row and corresponding column. Whatever the entries are remaining, that entry should be written in the determinant. When we simplify the determinant, whatever the value we are getting, that value is called as the minor of element minus 1, right? These are all the second order minors. So now we are going to define what is the meaning of rank of a matrix by using minors. Okay, let us see. the next topic called rank of a matrix by using minors. This topic is important for 2 marks. Right, 2 marks questions will be asked, SAQ questions will be asked from this rank. Right, suppose I am having a matrix, let A be a matrix of order n by n. Right, I am having a matrix A whose order is n by n rows and n columns are there. Then rank of A is denoted by, rank of A is denoted by notation is row of A. Right, this notation is read as row, RHO, row of A. When I write row of A, you have to understand that this notation stands for rank of A. How it is defined? It is defined as, we say rank of A is R if the following 2 conditions are satisfied. Right, rank of A is said to be R, small r, where small r will be obviously less than n, because the rank of matrix cannot be bigger than its order. Suppose the matrix is of order n by n, then rank cannot be greater than n, number of rows n, it cannot be greater than n. Right, we say that rank of a matrix A is R if at least one minor of A of order R should not be 0. Right, this is the first condition. Right, first condition says that at least one minor of A of order R should not be 0. The second one, all the minors of A of order higher than R should be 0. Right, this is what the definition. Right, what it says, suppose I am having a matrix A, suppose 3 by 3 matrix I consider. For example, I consider one matrix 3 by 3 which is something like this. Consider the matrix. One, two, 3, 0, 0, 0 and last row is 0, 2, minus 1. For example, consider this matrix which is of order 3 by 3. Rank of this matrix A cannot be greater than 3. It can be less than or equal to 3. Right, obviously this R, rank of A will be R where R is not greater than 3. R can be less than or equal to n. R can be less than or equal to n. Here the rank of A will be less than or equal to 3 now. Right, so when can we say that the rank of this matrix A is 3 or R? Conditions are that matrix A should be having at least one minor whose order is R, which is non-zero. See, minors can be 0 also. Whatever the values we are getting here, like this value here we are getting 14, here we are getting -1, here we are getting 10. So these values can be zeros also. Then we say that the minor will be, second order minor is 0. The second order minor is 0. If we get a 0 value here, because we are not getting a 0 value, we say that this minor is a non-zero. Right, the same way here this definition says that rank of matrix A will be R if the matrix A is having at least one minor of order R which is non-zero. Right, and all the minors of matrix A of order higher than R should be 0. See, now I can say that the matrix A will be of rank 3. This matrix A will be of rank 3, I can say, if at least one minor of order 3 should be non-zero. Right, the matrix A should be having at least one minor. The matrix A should be having at least one minor whose order is 3 and should not be 0. right? What will be the third order minor for this matrix? The third order minor for this matrix will be the determinant itself, because it's a 3 by 3 matrix, the determinant itself. The determinant, how to find the determinant for any given matrix? Already you know this, because one row is 0 in this matrix, one row is 0 here, so determinant will be 0. So we are getting here determinant of A is equal to 0. That is, this one is actually what it is, it's a third order minor. Third order minor. So third order minor is 0. So rank cannot be, the meaning of this is rank cannot be 3 from this, right? Because the third order minor is equal to 0, rank cannot be 3. Because to say that rank of a matrix A is 3, we need at least one minor of order 3 which is not equal to 0. But for this matrix, the third order minor is the determinant itself, and the determinant is becoming 0. And the determinant is becoming 0. So the matrix A cannot be of order, cannot be of rank 3, right? Then what will be the rank of this matrix? Let us see whether it will be of rank 2. So consider whether it will be of rank 2. So rank of A, I am saying that rank of A is 2, whether it is correct or not. How to verify? According to the conditions, the matrix A, the rank of matrix A will be 2 if at least one minor of order 2 is not equal to 0. Let us see, one minor we will consider. One minor we will consider 2, 3, 2, minus 1. I am considering one minor. What elements I am considering? 2, 3, 2 and minus 2. Let us simplify this. What we will get? Minus 2, minus 6. So what we will get here? Minus 8, which is not equal to 0. We got one second order minor which is not equal to 0. Then its rank can be 2, because we are getting at least one minor which is of second order and not equal to 0. First condition is satisfied, but we need to verify the second condition also. Second condition says that every minor of order higher than R should be 0. Every minor of order higher than 2 should be 0. So for this matrix, what are the minors which are of order higher than 2? What are the minors of this matrix we can find whose order will be greater than 2? We can find only one matrix which is we can find only one minor which is of third order. Already we have seen that third order minor is 0. So this condition, second condition, is also satisfied. So that is why we can say that the rank of this matrix A is 2. Right? Hope you have understood this definition clearly. Right? I can say for any given 3 by 3 matrix, I can say that rank of matrix A is 3 if the third order minor is not equal to 0. Rank of A will be 3, if third order minor is not equal to 0. But here third order minor, that is the determinant itself, is becoming 0. So that's why rank of A cannot be 3. Right? Then rank can for a 3 by 3 matrix, rank cannot be more than 3. Rank can be less than or equal to 3, but it is not 3. Rank for this matrix A is not 3 because the determinant, that is the third order minor, is becoming 0. What we need? At least one third order minor should be not equal to 0 to say that rank of matrix A is 3. Right? Because we are getting third order minor as 0, that is the determinant 0, then we cannot say that rank of matrix A is 3. Then can we say that rank of matrix A is 2? What we need? At least one second order minor should be not equal to 0. So I wrote one second order minor here, which is 2, 3, 2, 1, and evaluated it. We got it to be minus 8, which is not equal to 0. So we can say that rank of A is 2, but the second condition should be satisfied. What is the second condition? I can say that rank of matrix A is 2 if the minors of order higher than 2 should be 0. What are the minors of order higher than 2 for this matrix? It is a third order minor. Third order minor is the determinant itself, which is already 0 because one row is 0. So the rank of this matrix A is 2. So briefly, if I want to conclude this, what we can say is a matrix will be of order 3 if at least one third order minor is not equal to 0 and all the minors of order higher than 3 should be 0. Same way, if I want to say that matrix A will be of rank 2 if at least one minor of rank 2 should be, one minor of order 2 should be not equal to 0, and all the minors of order higher than 2 should be 0. So these are the two conditions we need to verify every time. Suppose if I want to apply rank of a matrix by using minors. So this definition, actually we are having two definitions for rank for a matrix, right? Rank of a matrix by using minors. Next we will see rank of a matrix by using echelon form. Because we are discussing rank of a matrix by using minors, so which type of questions will be asked from this, that we have to see. Generally in this, one matrix will be given, its rank will be given, one value will not be given. These kind of questions will be asked in the examination from this topic, rank of a matrix by using minors. So let us see one question from this. So problems, one problem we'll consider. Finding rank will not be asked in this. Find the real value of k such that the rank of one matrix is given, matrix A equals to, entries are k minus 1 0 0 k minus 1 minus 1 0 k. Here minus 1 is there, I need to write it properly. Minus 1 0 k. This is the matrix. Rank of this matrix is given to be 2. So these type of questions will be asked. Then we have to use rank of a matrix by using minors. So what is given here? Find the real value of k. We are not asked to find the rank. Rank is already given. Rank of this matrix A is given to be 2. We are asked to find the value of k. Means in this matrix some entries are not given. Here k minus 1 0 0 k minus 1 0 k. This value of k we are asked to find, and the rank of matrix is given to be 2. So what is given we have to note down first. Given rank of A is 2. Rank of the matrix is given to be 2. So when can we say that rank of a matrix will be 2? So what should happen? At least one minor of order 2 should be not equal to 0, and the third order minor, that is the minors of order higher than 2 should be 0. First condition is the rank of matrix A will be 2. The first condition is at least one minor of order 2. I'll write here. So this is the first condition, at least one minor of order 2 should be non-zero, and the second condition is all the minors of order higher than 2. Higher than 2 should be 0. One minor of order 2 should be non-zero, and all the minors of order higher than 2 should be 0. For this, because this is a 3 by 3 matrix, no, given matrix is a 3 by 3 matrix. All the minors of order higher than 2 means the third order minor only. The third order minor should be 0. So this implies what we can say, given rank of matrix A is 2, this implies what we can say, third order minor. From the second condition I am writing this, third order minor of A should be 0. For a given matrix whose order is 3, what will be the third order minor? Third order minor is the determinant itself. Determinant of A is equal to 0. This is nothing but, determinant of A is nothing but determinant of k minus 1 0. The matrix I am writing 0 k minus 1 minus 1 0 k. So this determinant we have to make equal to 0. So now we have to simplify this. So this will be k into, simplify k square minus 0, then minus into minus plus 1 0 minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1, then plus 0. This is equal to 0. Further simplify this, what we will get? K cube minus 1 equal to 0. Then this implies k cube equal to 1. This implies k equal to 1. So we got the value of k to be 1, right? This is how we have to solve problems related to rank of a matrix by using minors. So one value will not be given in the question, right? And the rank will be given. By using that rank, we should either make determinant equal to 0 or not equal to 0. The rank is given to be 2, so third order minor will be 0, third order minor will be 0, then determinant is 0. So by using that condition, we calculated the value of k. Second problem we will consider where the rank will be given to be 3. So second problem is find k such that rank of one matrix is given 1 minus 2 3 2 k and 4 minus 1 2 5 is 3. Rank of this matrix is given to be 3. We have to find the value of k. K is not given here, some value k is not given. We have to find this value such that the rank of matrix is 3. So first of all, I will denote this matrix by A equals to 1 minus 2 3 2 k and 4 minus 1 2 5. This is the given matrix. So what is given? Given that rank of A, this is the notation for rank of A is given to be 3. This implies what will happen when we can say that rank of a matrix of a 3 by 3 matrix is 3, when at least one minor of order 3 by 3 should be not equal to 0. Third order minor means determinant itself. So first I will write third order minor of A should be non-zero. If rank is given to be 2, we have to take third order minor to be 0. If rank is given to be 3, then third order minor will be non-zero, right? That is, what is the meaning? Determinant of A is not equal to 0. So further, what is the determinant? 1 minus 2 3 2 k 4 minus 1 2 5, right? This is the determinant. This should be not equal to 0. Let us simplify this determinant. What we will get? 1 into 5k minus 8, then plus 2 into 10 minus minus will become plus 4, then plus 3 into, so 3 into 2 to the 4 minus and minus will become plus k. This is not equal to 0. We have to simplify this. So what we will get? 5k minus 8, here 10 plus 4 is 14, plus 14 into 2 is 28, then plus 4 3s are 12 plus 3k. This is not equal to 0. Further we have to simplify this. 5k plus 3k is 8k, right? And here 28 minus 8 is 20, 20 plus 12 is 32, plus 32 is not equal to 0. This implies 8k is not equals to minus 32, and then this implies k is not equals to minus 32 by 8 is nothing but minus 4. So k can be anything other than minus 4. Therefore, what we can write here? K can be any number, any real number or any number other than 4, right? So if you see these two problems carefully, when the rank of a matrix is given to be 3, we have to take the third order minor as non-zero, and if the rank of a matrix is given to be 2, then we have to take third order minor to be 0 and evaluate the value which is not given, and evaluate the value which we are asked to evaluate, right? Okay, in today's class we have discussed how to find the values when rank of a matrix is given and some value is not given. For example, you see this question here, k is not given, one rank is given for this matrix, this k we are asked to evaluate. So for this kind of problems, we use the definition of rank of a matrix by using minors, right? Rank of a matrix by using minors. So when can we say that a 3 by 3 matrix will be of rank 3? So for the conditions are, the third order minor should be not equal to 0, and all the minors of order higher than 3 should be 0. That is the first, these are the two conditions. And the same thing, the same way, rank of A will be 2 if at least one second order minor should be not equal to 0 and all the minors of order higher than 2 should be 0, right? So by using this definition, we have solved two problems in today's class. In next class, we will define rank of a matrix by using echelon form. First, we will define what is the meaning of echelon form. Then by using that echelon form, we are going to define rank of a matrix, right? So that definition will be very, very useful, because every time we will be using rank of a matrix by using echelon form only. That topic we will discuss in next class. So I'm going to end today's session here. See you in the next class. Thank you.